Who's on your jersey, by the way?
This is a Duncan Keith jersey.
Dude, just got in the Hall of Fame.
I was gonna say that's why I wore it in the draft is tomorrow. I'm excited
Dude,
for it, dude.
How does the NHL draft go? Is there like a lottery and stuff
it's a
too?
lottery.
Yeah, it's a lottery. I think
Yeah.
if you don't make the playoffs, everybody has a chance to get the number one pick.
And
Uh,
for some reason, y'all ended up with Connor Bedard. Bullshit, by the way.
yes,
Bullshit. I think they rigged it for y'all.
Philly should have gotten him.
dude, I don't,
Flyers.
I'm not a big Flyers fan.
Me neither.
I do have to say, probably the team I hate the most by far is the fucking Vegas Golden Knights.
I hate. Well, we beat them in the finals, so
Who's your favorite team, Oliver?
Caps.
Caps? Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Typical front runner.
I respect the Caps.
I listen. Listen. I. So here's my sports teams. Okay. Eagles, Sixers, Nats, Caps.
Okay.
Growing up, I was a big Penguins fan. I
Hmm.
loved Sidney Crosby. I loved Penguins as an animal. It worked out very well, right? And then they kept winning titles, and I was like, oh, cool. One year, though, I was like, I want the Caps to beat the Penguins in the playoffs.
That's very
I'm
fair.
done with this shit. And then they won the championship, and I was like, all right, I'm here for the Caps now.
Dude, I am here for Party Ovi.
Dude.
I am here for
Party Ovi?
He's
Party
awesome.
Ovi.
He's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're ready to go, so what we're gonna do today is we're just gonna play ads. I believe it's 3 that we think are really good, 2 that we think are absolutely trash. So we're gonna roll the Zoran one first. I think this is the ad that I picked. I think this ad is phenomenal. I think it has a lot of the elements of what make the other 2 ads great. So let's get right into it. Very topical, and I'll just play it and then we'll react to it.
This evening, New York Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted by a federal grand. Every politician says New York is the greatest city on the globe. But what good is that if no one can afford to live here? City Hall is engulfed in corruption.
Unscientific.
The cost of living is the real crisis. New Yorkers are being crushed by rent and childcare. The slowest buses in the nation are robbing us of our time and our sanity. Working people are being pushed out of the city they built. A mayor could change this, and that's why I'm running. I'll make buses fast and free.
So I can just get where I'm going.
I'll make childcare available to all New Yorkers at no cost.
I want to raise my kid in New York.
And I'll freeze the rent for every single rent-stabilized tenant.
These Eric Adams rent hikes are killing us.
Life in this city doesn't need to be this hard. But politicians like Eric Adams and Andrew Cuomo want it to be this way. They care about their donors. They care about themselves. They don't care about you, the working class who keep this city running. This campaign is for every New Yorker who believes in the dignity of their neighbors. And the government's job is to actually make our lives better. We can afford to bring down the rent, have world-class public transit, and make it easier to raise a family. We can do all of that and so much more because this is New York. We can afford to dream.
So why you picked that ad?
Dude, just got chills, man.
Ad?
Just got chills. Holy shit. I'm ready to move to New York City.
Right?
Too.
Like, and what I love about it is that the editing is like so rudimentary. It's not anything fancy. It looks like someone probably just like put it together on their laptop. The little at the end there where like he walks past the camera and it's just like him staring out into the city. Even like the interviews, a lot of this ad is like what the kids might say is cringe. But at the same time, that's what makes it authentic. That's what makes it very unique to him. He hits all of his policy points. You have different people in the community talking about the problems. And he shits on his opponents.
Really
Like,
effectively.
Very-
Without.
Phenomenally done.
Mm-hmm.
And I think another point too is just him just focusing so purely on the economy is such a very that's his big issue. You know what his big issues are in that ad. Make buses free, focus on the economy, freeze the rent. I think just very simple, straight to the point. And he used the city as a background, which is always phenomenal. And New York is one of those cities where it's like, hey, he's walking in New York. You can't really do that with most cities in America. and I think it's just clear and concise.
Even like the beginning where he's in a bodega, just like getting whatever he's getting, and the Eric Idams indictment is playing on TV. Even like that, like just the creativity behind this ad is phenomenal. I think it just like has the charm that makes him this popular.
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
And I think this is
exactly.
why like young people want to go out and fight for you, is because of shit like this.
Yep.
Dude, this
Are
is
you?
what all abundance was about. Like that book. Also, too, I think a lot about like Scott Galloway. Like the easiest way, historically, the easiest way to grow your wealth was to move to a city, and like that's been taken away from our generation. Like we can't afford to move to like I can't imagine like San Francisco or New York City or in LA. Like,
Or
dude,
even
it's
DC. Yeah.
it's way too expensive. It's ridiculous. And like
I
this, like that could be a game changer for so many of us if this takes off in cities across the nation.
I think
Dude, the rise of like the American city again. Like it's just so
yeah,
exciting to think
Exactly.
about it.
exactly, and it gets you excited. But I also think like having Cuomo say, or having Eric Adams say New York is the greatest city in the world, like having those two say that and then hitting them with, then why can no one afford to live here? Because that's probably every New Yorker has probably had to hear, oh, New York's the best city in the world, New York's the greatest thing ever, and they're like, I live in a shoebox, I can barely afford anything, this is miserable.
The city's not for me.
Exactly, and
And
I think
he makes he,
he's a
he does
populist.
dude, he does a good job of showing that this city could be for you too.
Exactly.
And I think, funny enough though, but you mentioned this ad is concise and very minimally edited. I think next one is kind of less. I think. Oh, we're gonna not cut this part, but I think this one's very down to earth, very like
Would you like America
very-
or would you like
Dude, this is
Bernie or
the
Donald?
Trump one.
Okay, I love this ad.
Our move.
So this is the ad I chose. I think I'm gonna give you my explanation after the ad airs. Conrad, I genuinely want to know what you think about it.
Okay.
All right, let's get it going.
Is about replacing a failed and corrupt political establishment with a new government controlled by you, the American people. The establishment has trillions of dollars at stake in this election. For those who control the levers of power in Washington and for the global special interest, they partner with these people that don't have your good in mind. The political establishment that is trying to stop us is the same group responsible for our disastrous trade deals, massive illegal immigration, and economic and foreign policies that have bled our country dry. The political establishment has brought about the destruction of our factories and our jobs as they flee to Mexico, China, and other countries all around the world. It's a global power structure that is responsible for the economic decisions that have robbed our working class, stripped our country of its wealth, and put that money into the pockets of a handful of large corporations and political entities. The only thing that can stop this corrupt machine is you. The only force strong enough to save our country is us. The only people brave enough to vote out this corrupt establishment is you, the American people. I'm doing this for the people and for the movement, and we will take back this country for you, and we will make America great again.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
That's a phenomenal ad, man.
Yeah, Conrad, what did you think of it?
Dude, that kind of sums up how do I never took Trump seriously. And like looking back, and it's important to look back on things like this, I get it.
Yeah.
I get Trump won. I get it, where it's just kind of like, hey, we're emerging out of The '08 recovery, things have been sucking for a bit. Things aren't getting better. I also think Hillary was a very flawed candidate,
She's a really bad candidate.
and I think it gave the appearance of a coronation as well. I think Bernie was extremely popular, and I think people were bitter that they were talked down to about having the audacity to endorse another candidate outside of the preordained one. And they're like, hey, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to throw my lot in with this other guy. Um, yeah, really well done. Very inspirational. Does not talk about himself that much. You know what he
No,
talks about?
No,
the American people.
Yep.
the
Yep.
political
I
establishment.
think.
If you showed me that, if someone was in a coma in 2010 and wakes up today and you show them that ad, they'd be like, I
Makes
mean,
sense.
makes sense.
No,
Let's do it.
The thing that's craziest about me about this ad, you replace two parts. He says illegal immigration and build the wall, pretty much, right? It's a Bernie Sanders commercial.
Yes.
I think this ad is the antithesis
Do you
of the
wanna
2016 election.
Watch
I
the
think-
Bernie commercial before we talk about them both together.
Nah, I think. Hold on. Let me continue. With
Sorry,
this.
my
I
bad.
think this ad though is the antithesis of just anti-establishment of what he ran on in 2016. It is, we are fighting this corrupt movement. The only thing that can stop it is you, the American people, right? And that's what gave people hope. People wanted change. That's why they elected Obama in 2008. And I think it's ironic that Trump is using this word change for his own ad against Hillary Clinton, the Democrat. I think he kind of dog walks her in this. He dog walks the Democratic Party as a whole. And I think as a party as a whole, we need to learn. This is effective political messaging. It makes you feel something. You know he's fighting for you and not for these people.
Dude, dare I say he comes across as like warm?
Yes.
Yes. The amount of little kids that they showed in that commercial.
Yes.
Dude, Trump
he
rally.
He's very
The
soft.
speech.
That
Yeah,
might be the
that's-
best Trump speech of all time.
Yeah.
I think it's terrifying. If Trump were to have run like that in 2020, I think he wins again.
Yeah.
But no, it's
So,
Dude,
I
I say
think
that
this
all the
is-
time.
right? I think this is the wannabe dictator downfall, though. Like, they get into power off of a message that resonates with the majority of the people, which is why they get voted in. Whatever the Democrats fucked up in 2016, we'll talk about that after the next commercial. But you get elected because you have a message that, people are going to win. You get power, you're like, holy shit, this is awesome, this is the best I've ever felt. Then you try to, like, consolidate it, keep it, and, like, has since become very jaded, angry, petulant, and now has become the same political establishment that he sought to change a decade ago. But this ad, in a microcosm, I agree with you. I think this is one of the greatest political ads of all time.
I think so. It doesn't get enough credit for where it does.
That is phenomenal. And genuinely, I despise the man. That still makes you feel something.
Mm-hmm.
Almost 10 years later, after 5 years of a Trump presidency, and we're living in hell right now.
Dude, I'll say this. Back in 2020, if he could have ran saying like, yo, I delivered a COVID vaccine in X amount of months, saved
Yeah.
how many lives? Yo, this sucks really, really bad right now. Everybody's hurting. There's people who are dying. We have the entire country shut down. It's a confusing time. Everybody's like scared. Everybody's hurting. But like, we will get through this together. He runs on that message. I do think he wins in 2022.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
And it's just like his hubris got in his own way.
MAGA's stupidity and lack of, belief in science and other institutions got in the way of him winning.
Dude, can you
And,
imagine
them
like
just being racist.
one of your greatest accomplishments you can't even run on?
Dude, exactly. I mean, COVID vaccine's a miracle that it happened, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Also, this is. I do believe that maybe there was a hand in the companies delaying their vaccine till like after the election. I think there's something there to be looked at, maybe at a future date.
Fair enough.
That's a conspiracy theory that I have some belief in.
Yeah, you want to roll the next
Yes, sir. Now we're going to be looking at a Bernie ad from 2016 as well.
I'm Bernie Sanders, and I approve this message.
Our
I
movement
think
is about
God damn.
replacing a failed.
okay. I think why that Bernie ad is so effective is Conrad brought it up earlier. Just warmth. That ad is a very good piece of just Americana, just like showing like everyday American people doing their everyday jobs, and I think that's what that's who he's fighting for.
Mm-hmm.
He's fighting for the average people of Iowa. That ad spot aired in Iowa, in New Hampshire, and I mean that's what we're here for, right? To make your lives better.
Dude, and he didn't. You didn't even have to say a word. Didn't have to say a word.
Nope. Just
That-
simplicity.
And everybody was joyful. There was so much community. Everybody helping each other out, uplifting. Dude, I think I will. I believe work is a very essential part of life. I think you have to contribute in some way, shape, or form. I think it's very, very. How do I say this? I think work is just important. We can kind of edit this hopefully a little bit. I think Americans really pride themselves on being hardworking, and to see the farmer working, to see the office worker, to see everybody, dude, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful, and to give everybody that dignity in their work, in their jobs.
Mm-hmm. Just
Exactly. We're all America
beautifully done.
is what the ad is basically saying. And it's like
Yeah.
this is what America looks like. And I think that's something Hillary should have learned. I mean,
populism.
I had an ad I wanted to I just remember just being such a shitty, terrible Hillary ad. If you wanna add it, but it's something that the Democratic Party as a whole just has no fucking clue. We are so isolated from those average, everyday Americans. We're isolated from the people of Erie. We're isolated from the people in fucking... I'm going to use Harrisburg as an example.
Yeah.
We're in our own bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
And people like Bernie Sanders, AOC, are able to show us outside of that bubble. We need someone to pop that bubble, I guess.
Zoran.
Mm-hmm.
We'll keep going back to it. He popped the bubble. And probably one of the hardest, like, most hardcore, like, establishment strongholds in the country.
Yep.
New
New York is not a liberal paradise, man.
No, it is not Madison, Wisconsin.
It is not Madison. Dude,
But
it's fucking Austin.
if we're ready to move on to some shitty commercials, I picked one. It's a Trump ad from 2020. I was just so confused. I'm going to be so honest. It's so funny. This is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life. And then Conrad picked one from a senator running in 2018. So we'll roll the 2018 one first because I'm very excited to see it.
Yeah, I haven't seen these ones.
Can y'all see like this little box down here or no?
What box?
Okay, exactly. Cool. It kind of just lets me control. All right.
I know this fucking ad.
Here you go, Congresswoman Comstock. Hey, Dan. Isn't that Congresswoman Comstock back there at the bar?
Sure is.
Bet you can't get her to hold a town hall.
Town hall can do you one better than that. We've lost that love and feeling.
No, Dan.
Never hold town halls anymore with constituents. Planned Parenthood and Obamacare you voted against. You're trying hard not to show it, but Laura, you know it. You've lost that centrist feeling, 'cause you've been right-wing appealing. We've lost that love and feeling, now it's gone, gone, gone. You've got to go.
Nice work, Dan.
Thanks, Maverick. I'm Dan Helmer. I approve of town halls, bad singing, and this message.
Democrat Dan Helmer is running for Congress in Virginia's 10th district. Learn more at helmerforcongress.com.
Dude, that's just painful to get through. That's one where you're just like, please turn it off. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little embarrassed to have brought that forward.
No, that was beautiful. That is the point of this exercise. God damn.
I've never seen that ad.
That was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, Conrad, I think I got another ad that you'll fucking love. This is the Republican version of that, though. Who the fuck let him sing? Why are we singing? What the fuck?
Dude, also, too, he was like, good job, Maverick. And I'm like, that means you're Goose. And he fucking dies, dude.
Yes! Bro! What the fuck? He lost, by the way.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
God.
That is, you know what? That is what people think liberals are. That guy right there.
Dude, it was so cringy.
Just terrible. Just beautiful. Bro, dude,
I can't even analyze that. That shit's so bad.
Dude, it's just painful. Like, you have secondhand embarrassment for that man.
Yeah. Like, goddamn. And then our last one is this beautiful Donald Trump commercial from 2020. What are you looking for, Oliver?
Dude, I found the other amazing ad that
here, text me the link.
You guys will love it. You will fucking love it. My computer is on 5%, but this will be watched. You guys loved that last ad. You're gonna love this one.
I'm so excited.
You guys, listen. Conrad, trust me. You're gonna love this shit.
Oh. I'm not excited for this.
I didn't even need to. I just looked up one thing, a name, and then ad at the back of it. First thing that popped up, it wasn't even close.
All right, here we go. Oh
We can't
shit!
see it.
Gotta share screen. I got excited. Okay.
Kind of it's a little important, right?
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, will be to save Texas. To do so, you must recruit an exceptional team of congressional candidates. They must be courageous, patriotic, and absolutely fearless. Time is of the essence. The nation's future is dependent upon your success.
Lost his first name.
You still know how to fly one of these things? Dan Crenshaw. I'm putting a team together, Wesley. You in? You know I wouldn't miss this for the world, right? Wait. I think August is going to want to come too.
You guys looking for a real pilot? Let me get cleaned up.
You're an F-22 pilot. What were you doing working under a helicopter?
I have no idea what I was doing, but typical Air Force fixing the Army's problem.
This guy, damn, bro. You could have just texted me, man. Why you gotta jump out of an airplane instead of the way
Because it's cooler to jump. Never mind.
Come here.
And I want to thank these officers for a job well done.
Hey, Beth, when you're finished over there, Texas could use your help.
What the?
Hey, Tony, Texas has a better use for your talents.
Hey guys, who's next?
No.
I got this.
Are you guys pumped? You guys locked in?
Oh, that was,
Ready for-
oh,
ready for
oh
Texas
no, that was
politics?
so bad.
I don't know why it
God.
was so dude, you know, listen, Democrats had fun in the first one. Republicans have fun in the second one.
Yep. Yep. That was also very painful.
That was very hard to watch.
I had to say it. Dan Crenshaw won, obviously. My congressman, unfortunately, Wesley Hunt, the guy with the big head. I think Tony Gonzalez is also a congressman. The rest lost, though. The rest lost.
Hey. I think the last two ads are just like phenomenal examples of trying too hard and, you know, being fake as hell.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, there's no easier way to summarize that shit.
No.
And right before we get out of here, one more treat for you guys. I wonder, Oliver, have you seen this one?
What is it?
This Trump ad?
Probably. Let's see.
Ryan Dogface, Tony Shoulders.
My memory is not as good as doing this again.
Please clarify specifically, have you taken a cognitive
No,
test?
I haven't taken the test. Why the hell would I take a test? Come on, man. That's like saying, before you got in this program, you take a test where you're taking cocaine or not. What do you think, huh? Are you a junkie?
What do you say to President Trump, who brags about his tests and makes your mistake an issue for voters?
American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness. Why? You're getting nervous, man.
Listen, he's got my vote after that one.
I'm sorry.
Dude. You know that was a hit on Newsmax.
Compare that Trump ad to the first ad that we watched.
Yeah.
That's what happens in 4 years.
Dude.
Kinda funny, man.
No, it's a hilarious commercial. I just think, A, the very fake news on the bottom kind of discredits everything that you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think if we're just grading the ad, right, like, you know, being objective and grading the ad, I think you could have done a better job by just rolling the actual clips of Biden with all the stutters. I think you could have just done a much better job. And he's done that too. But you could have done a much better job in highlighting what you were trying to highlight by just doing that rather than, you know, taking some very creative liberties.
Do you think like the whole point of this ad was almost like it was so bad, almost like the Nigerian prince email, like the scam and the misspellings, like they're so bad that only really dumb people would be like, yeah.
I guarantee you that Eric Trump made that ad and Donald Trump just wanted him to shut up and aired it.
Dude,
and paid for it.
100%.
It was just bizarre.
But that was very fun. We should do that again.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
I think like the main takeaway is like the authentic ads are always better. The ads where people try to be inauthentic, try to make themselves look cooler, might try to make themselves look badass or like too friendly. They were the worst things that I've had to watch in a hot minute.
Dude, also too, ads about other people. Ads about like the community.
all three of the ads that we liked tried to, or did not try to, they very well talked about what their vision for America is. Bernie didn't even talk in his besides to say that he endorsed it, and we were able to see what his vision for America is. Which, that genuinely, that is just masterful work that you don't even have to yap at all.
Dude, amazing ads, but, you know.
But it is, thank you guys for watching another episode, a special episode of The Arena, I guess. Peace.